ascension. Fred's been playing terrific for you guys. Like, kind of, I guess, verify that, corroborate that.
Well, I kind of like to compare Fred to Kyle, to be honest. I think they're both kind of strong, stocky, do a little bit of everything. They'll battle you like crazy. JJ's the same. Everybody always likes to post up JJ, and you can never get it done, right?
Right.
We're going to go at him, and you can never, somehow he fights with his lower body and uses whatever tricks that all three of them can defend down there. So JJ's probably a little quicker than Fred, right? A little bit more of a blur, harder to keep under control. Freddie kind of methodically picks you apart and changes tempo and does it a little bit hesitation and things like that a little bit more. But both can shoot. Both are winning type players.
Rick was talking about the way you guys how well you played against Western teams. How much of that do you attribute to your, like you said, your schemes and the defense and what's going on right now?
I don't know. I don't really think it matters, East, West, or whatever, right? I think we're just going out to play the games. And we've played pretty well considering, right? I mean, I think we've been shorthanded and we've responded. We've had guys step up that haven't played at all, and we've guarded, right? And we've done it 4 nights in a row. But that's in the past. I don't really care. We did a good job. Now let's see if we can keep it going and bring our defensive mindset tonight.
Do you find Pascal particularly hard on himself?
No.
He keeps talking about his energy level. Do you see that fluctuating in the game?
Well, not lately.
No.
Maybe during the off days it's a little fluctuating, but that's normal. That's okay. We want him to get his
He
rest.
brings it up. It's not my observation.
Yeah, no, I haven't. I mean, the last game I saw him play, he looked pretty energetic.
Yes, he
so
did.
when it comes up and I notice it, I'll let you know.
How's Luka Doncic changed from year 1 to year 2?
I don't know. I think he was great last year, and I think he's been great. I think he's really interesting player to attack and scheme for. Right? He's so big and strong. He's got he's got such a unbelievable knack of getting into space and drawing a crowd, whether they use a ball screen or not. He seems to be in there and drawing a crowd, and he's not a very directional player, meaning like most guys who are right-handed are going to fire the ball with their right hand a little bit better, and he seems to be able to fire it going left just as well as he does going right. So there's so many things you got to kind of prepare for. His deep shooting makes you press up on him, create space for him. His ability to stop, start, hit his body on you, draw fouls. Got to be disciplined there. And then he's strong, man. He takes hits and finishes.
What has Nate brought to your staff just since you guys have been working together?
Who?
Nate Bjorkgren?
Nate Bjorkgren? Well, Nate's been my right-hand man for a long time, right? He was 4 years with me at the Iowa Energy as an assistant, and now in his 2nd year here. The biggest thing he brings for me is we've spent a lot of time together over the years, and he knows how I want things done. So a lot of times he's preparing practice schedules or game plans or whatever it is, and I don't have to do a whole lot after he prepares them because he's been with me for so long. But the other biggest thing he brings is he's one of those guys with an unwavering positive attitude. And if you ever see us down in a game and I'm struggling, he's usually the one that's picking me up and keeping me in the game and saying, we're all right, we're going to win, we're going to win, we're going to win. And he's right a lot of times.
It seems like maybe a lot of people underestimated or misjudged how well you guys were positioned to survive and prosper after losing a great player. What's been the key to that happening?
Well, I think, first of all, I've said this a lot this year around Toronto, is we've got 4 or 5 really special players, like really special. Like the competitiveness and the winning mindset of Van Fleet, Lowry, Gasol, Siakam, and Ibaka is playing better than he's ever played. Those guys are in tune with each other. They're serious about winning. They're really smart basketball players, and that's that goes a long way. I mean, they're special, man. They're special dudes, and that's why I think this team is good.
And having gone through that war last year, I'm sure has helped all of them.
Yeah, it's helped us a lot. I mean, I think back like a year ago at this point, a year ago, and we were doing nothing defensively other than trying to build a foundation. And we didn't have schemes. And now, after going through all that last year, we've got, as you've probably seen, we got every scheme in the book we can go to, right? And they can execute them. So it's and they can do them on the fly. Like out of timeouts, we can make switches, and they can go out there and execute them quickly. And that experience helped through last year, but also their IQ and their ability and confidence to go out there and execute. It's a big factor.
How important is it for Canada to host those Olympic qualifiers later this year?
Well, I hope it's really important. I think that the home court helps. I'm not sure in that kind of competition it's like the end all and be all, but it certainly helps. But for us, we hope that it gets our guys to play, right? They can stay home and they can get ready to play, and they get a shot to go to the Olympics. And if we get our guys playing, then we have a really good chance, or not all of them, but the majority of them. And I think we should have a good chance. So from that standpoint, I think it becomes a really big factor.
Coach, you guys had DeLon Wright for at least for a little bit last year.
Yep.
Whenever you watch him, he may not jump off the screen at you, but he's always been really effective. What makes him such a difference maker, well, not only for you guys and for Mavericks now?
Yeah, first of all, he's got a really good sense for the game, right? He can anticipate things. He's in passing lanes, gets his hands on a lot of balls defensively. He makes plays defensively. Maybe people don't give him enough credit for that. And then offensively, he's kind of, he likes to snake around out there, and he can find all four people in a pick and roll. He can hit the roller, he can hit the weak side, he can hit the short man, he can see every play that's there in a pick and roll. Makes him a good pick and roll defender. And then he's also got a little tricky way of finishing. He uses the basket a lot, he reverse layups a lot, he uses both hands well. And he's developed his shooting, so he's become a better player, year and a half ago when he started making that three ball a little more consistently.
Coach, what have you seen from Porzingis so far for first year back from injury?
Well, he's I think he's still getting into things. He's obviously had some big games. He's shooting it awful deep, right? He really his range seems to be. I don't know if if they have any limit on it. Whatever, if he's open out there behind the line, 8-10 feet, he's going to shoot it. He's still a long body out there too on defense to try and get around or get over. But looks good to me, like he's getting healthier and working his way back in.
What do you like about Terrence's game? Just what you've seen so far.
He's pretty fearless is the biggest thing. He's not afraid to take the shot. His shot make ability is good. Tremendous athlete, really fast and strong and can jump. And he can finish at the rim.